What's going on, guys? Today I am back doing another showcase video, this time for my spin-off Mandalorian Season 2 Customs. And for this showcase I have Cobb Vanth, Katan and Ahsoka Tano, all of which took quite a long time to make, and it took a lot of thinking, like how's it going about making these three amazing characters that got their very own episodes. And here they are, and it's pretty cool. And I apologise for the lighting, by the way, in this segment, and for the rest of the segments in this video. I mean, because right now it is dark outside and I have no form of light flashing in or anything. And plus, the light in my room at the moment is very yellow, so yeah. But instead of rambling, why don't we get a better look at all three of these? As I mentioned in the intro, there is bad lighting, so excuse how, yellow the shot looks at random points in this showcase. But either way, onto Ahsoka Tano, the best character of this season, to be honest. Here she is, in her updated outfit, that I think she wore in the Clone Wars, like I said. But yeah, I decided to make this outfit. This is basically like a repeat of an older version of her that I made in 2018. So for those of you that stick around on the channel and actually watch all my videos, and you're real big fans, you may remember this minifigure that I made of Ahsoka. And this was really bad. The colour scheme wasn't even right. It was actually a dark blue outfit in the season 7 of the Clone Wars. And so I completely got this wrong, but I kind of took an update approach on this minifigure, and here it is on this variant. So I updated the face that I painted recently from the various minifigure videos that she was in, and I gave her a smile now. I updated all the facial designs as well, like all the white marks that there is on her face in the episode, and I updated the area around her head tails, so it's now brown instead of grey, and I think that looks pretty good. I also added all the detail on the torso, and I say all the detail when there's really not much detail to see. So it's just the belt design and the exposed skin tone on each side of the torso, and then the legs are literally from my most recent Ahsoka that I made. So yeah, there it is, those legs. And then the back has just the skin tone painted onto both sides of the corners of the torso. And fun fact, this torso started out as a Chirrut torso from Rogue One, and I just painted over all the details. So other than that, she has two lightsabers, and yes, I know they're white, but Lego hasn't made any white lightsaber blades yet, so when they make white lightsaber blades, that's when I'll put them on this minifigure, but for now, it's not a big deal. Other than that, that is it for the most highly anticipated character in this season. And yeah, I can't words today because this episode was so amazing that I've already seen it like twice, I think. I can't keep track, but it was definitely a really good episode. So anyway, I spent 2 minutes basically talking about this minifigure, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And the second surprise in Mandalorian Season 2 was Bo-Katan. We finally saw her appear in, of course, one of the most recent episodes. And I already forgotten the name of what the episode is called that has Bo-Katan and the Night Owls. But her appearance was so great that I absolutely had to make her in Lego. So I used the knockoff, actually custom printed, I think, helmet from... If you remember that review I did on Bo-Katan, then that's where this helmet and these guns both came from, and this jetpack. And I said I'd be using some of these parts of my own custom, because they're just so amazing, and really nail all the designs that are in the show. And I painted up the rangefinder in a black, like the end of the rangefinder, right, I can't speak! The end of the rangefinder is painted in black. There we go. I'm sorry guys, I'm just not really properly awake at this point while making this video. I just thought it'd be really cool to finally get started. Anyways, so the head underneath is the Black Widow head from every Black Widow we've gotten this year. And I think it's a good choice. It kind of nails Katie Sackhoff's likeness. And I actually had something else planned for this minifigure. I was originally going to be using this hairstyle for her, because this came from this Egyptian minifigure that I got quite recently, and I thought I was going to paint up in orange, but then I realised this hairstyle's not going to look too great on the minifigure, so if I put it on real quick, you can just see how strange that kind of looks. I mean, if you guys really want me to paint this up, let me know in the comments, because I think it does. It looks something like the on-screen appearance of Bo-Katan. But other than that, I'm not too sure. But anyway, just thought I'd mention that real quick. So you can see there's also sculpted pouches on the front of the belt area, and also some painted detail on the legs. There's the shoulder pads that are sculpted with their own painted details, and there's also gauntlets on the lower arms. I also have to mention that this design on this shoulder pad turns out really cool. It looks pretty accurate to the symbol that they have on their outfits in the show. And so yeah, I kind of made it look as accurate as I could. But yeah, there's that. And then some minimal detail on the front of the torso. And you can't really see a lot of it because it's dark in here. But yeah, so there's what the torso looks like, and that is basically it for Bo-Katan. So that is it for this segment, and moving on to Cobb Vanth. And last up, here is Cobb Vanth. This minifigure was the simplest one of all three of these, and was the third most amazing appearance, of course, from this show. So what I did to make this guy was fully paint a face to match the likeness to the actor, and he has the same hairpiece as Superman, of course, painted grey, and he has my own custom designer cape right now. And yeah, I know there's a hole in the back, but you know, this minifigure from the front is what matters. And there's sculpted shoulder pads and gauntlets as well that I added on. And I literally just stole Bucky's gun from Civil War that I gave him, like back for that showcase earlier this year. I just gave it to this minifigure because why not? He just wanted. It looks like he needs to have some kind of weapon, and I just gave it to him. So yeah, and he has fingerless gloves and nothing on the legs because I couldn't see what was on his legs. And there's also a 3D piece on the torso. This is actually made out of card. This part of the torso. If you see, it looks like a 3D piece anyways. It's a piece of card that I glued on, and it adds all the details. And yeah, it looks alright for the most part. I know he's the simplest one of all three of these, but I'm still glad that I made him because he turned out pretty good. And other than that, that is it for Cobb Vanth and all minifigures in this showcase. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Alright guys, that is it for this spin-off showcase on the Mandalorian figures that I've made. And let me know what you think of all three of these down in the comments, because I really appreciate your support on any video I make. And yeah, I've been waiting to make these guys ever since there were rumours to be in this season. I mean, Bo-Katan was really exciting that we finally got to see her appear in the show. And then Ahsoka Tano finally making her debut as well. That was really cool. And of course we have Cobb Vanth, which was the least exciting one, but he was still a pretty cool character. So yeah. And you can also let me know what you think of all three of these characters in general. Like in the show, what you think of them in the comments. And other than that, I'm going to get back to work on other stuff. Make sure to follow my Instagram if you want to see all these guys first on there. And other than that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I post again next time.